Yes, it's Friday, Bordeaux Day, and I'm back with Bordeaux. First of the new year. Happy New Year, everyone. And let me tell you, we got something super special for you. Stefan von Neipperg, the Count von Neipperg, owner of Cannes-la-Gaffier, La Mandat, part owner in Château Road, Château d'Aiguille, which is one of the greatest value wines in Bordeaux, Clos Marcelette. He also owns properties in South Africa and Bulgaria. So he's a true vigneron. He likes to call himself a peasant farmer. But he's a count. So how can a count be a peasant farmer? Well, they really can't because they got too much money. But he is a true farmer, and what I mean by that is he is a somebody who like really is into terroir and the places that he owns or the estates he owns essentially makes some of the greatest wines in Bordeaux, hands down. Simply put, I mean, for example, Cannes-la-Gaffier has been in the Spectator Top 10 like maybe 2 or 3 times. One time it was even number 2. His wines have a certain je ne sais quoi. Stefan likes Cabernet Franc, but not all of his wines are Cabernet Franc derived, or whereas Cannes-la-Gaffier is probably half Cabernet Franc. La Mandat has a lot of Cabernet Franc. But he's in the right bank, and that's Merlot country. So he bought a property, Château Road, and there's a property adjacent to Château Road, and it's the property we're featuring today called Château Clos de l'Ortois. I try to say that kind of with a little French accent, but this property it's like one of those properties that's kind of under the radar. It's kind of like the forgotten property, but it shouldn't be the forgotten property because the wine is great. And what makes it even better is the price that he gets for the wine. I mean, the wine always gets great scores. My first trip to Bordeaux, I actually stayed at La Mandat. And I remember I was up like I had jet lag, I had horrible jet lag. And I was with an importer, and he had all these samples that was sent there, and we were tasting wines like till 3 in the morning, But I so remember the wines from Stefan, because we had dinner with him, and it was this was back in 2003, so it was like I don't know, it's like a feel good moment, and I really kind of understood Saint Émilion when I would always like read books and look at pictures and et cetera. Anyway, I'm digressing, I know, but I really dig this wine, and I was really stoked when I had the opportunity to get it and to get it to you at the best price in the country by a long shot, by the way. So this is a 2019 Clos l'Ortois, Cabernet Franc Merlot. I should have reversed that. It's actually Merlot Cabernet Franc. But the thing is with Cabernet Franc, when it's with Merlot, Cabernet Franc gives it that power, gives it the complexity. Merlot gives it that really juicy kind of mid palate. And I've talked to Stefan so much about all of his properties, and the one thing that he talks about is like the distinction of them all and what makes them so different. Clos l'Ortois was established in actually 1969 when it kind of separated from Château it was then brought to Grand Cru Classé status just because that section of the vineyard was all that, and ever since then it's never changed. It's still Grand Cru Classé. Stefan, he's got he just has this touch. He makes wines like friendly, I don't know how to really kind of put that into wine terms, where the mouthfeel, like when we do like the UGC tasting, you go through all the Saint Émilion properties, and you're talking about some of the best properties, Popular Can. There's that little Breeze Patrick, Larcy Stokas, Bouche de Bacot, et cetera, et cetera. Stefan, there's something different, and maybe it's the Cabernet Franc and Canon Lagaffe, but there is Cabernet Franc in this, and just the wine screams right bank. It screams Bordeaux. It screams this really coating mouthfeel. So like there's the tannins are there, the structure is there, but the fruit is there, and the fruit is so pure. It's so like dances on your palate. I mean, wow, this is great wine. 96 points, Jeb Dunnick, by the way. And I adore this wine. I adore it for the reasons that it has that Neipperg trademark. The wines are silky, they're big, elegant though. They really have that just great Bordeaux balance that people look for when they taste these wines. And I had a customer come in the other day, and he was like, you guys, you give like these 95-point Bordeaux's, and they're under $50, and you compare that with the rest of the world. And again, don't get us wrong, we sell wine from everywhere, and we love wine from everywhere, but when guys like Stefan, especially when you're there and you see the property, and they can make wines like this that we can sell for under $40 with a 96-point score, it's just remarkable. You know what to do. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Give us a thumbs up because this goes a long way for the work that we do to try to bring these types of wines to you, and especially the work behind the scenes that goes into producing these videos. We love doing them. We love doing them for you. We're going to do a whole bunch more. We got a lot of things on our plate. So thank you very much for being great customers. Thank you for your patience in this transition that we're doing right now. And have a great weekend.